What are these walls from Felice? He's walling in his opponent.
Yeah,
Right, welcome everyone. This could be match point for our player here, Vivi. He's going against Felice, who had the hot hand coming into the series. We're going to see a little bit of an eagle scuffle right away.
Red with the advantage, Vilesa that is.
Felice is playing as the Mayans, and Fat Dragon's playing as the Aztecs, which means if this were to go to the last game, then we would see, what, Slavs and... Am I mistaken?
And the Huns, right?
And the Huns, okay.
There we go. No, all good. Alright, so another engagement. Vivi doesn't care too much that he is definitely lower in HP. Okay, that's an early disadvantage for the Chinese player. Okay. If he wants to go with that, fine. Why not? So this is the situation that we're in. We have this huge Acropolis, just like in Athens. And then we have Vilesa on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, I'm sorry, Vivi on the left-hand side. And yeah, if we look at this, you can even think of walling yourself up, at least according to the Arabia standards. What Vivi has to offer with this map, this is considered as wallable even. Not so sure if that's the right idea, but considering the fact that both are actually quite aggressive players, especially Vivi, could be even an advantage to wall yourself up, or at least to do something to prevent towers from going up. And especially with this kind of distance, men-at-arms also function really nicely here. So it could very well start with men-at-arms into archers, men-at-arms into towers. I think these are the options that they could use for the early game.
Yeah, I think this map could favor either the Aztecs or the Mayans. Really just depends how you play it. I do have to say that Felice, so his main stone is a little bit towards his opponent. That's very important for the Mayans. And then the next closest stone will be directly south to his base, which is kind of far away. And so it won't be the easiest thing for Felice to get his stone, especially because of that house right where the mining camp should probably go.
Yeah, that's really awkward there. As I said, this could be quite crucial, for sure. And the eagle fight still hasn't stopped. Vilesa is determined to take down Vivi's god at this point. He's just chasing it. There we go, he came close.
Might get it!
Hit. Yeah,
it's
one
gonna be
more
close.
and then he's down. I think it can happen. Very, very likely that it's going to happen, because every corner he takes will bring Vilesa closer. And yeah, that would be, of course, really bad for him.
I just want to say, I have no clue how that mechanic works at all, but it's a beautiful mechanic.
You mean that you can come closer, or which?
Yeah, the corner thing.
Yeah. I also don't know how it works. Probably, my guess is that you can travel from left to right. Not from north to south. It's more difficult. It takes more time, I mean. And left to right. No, actually, left to right takes more time, and south to north takes less time, because those squares that we have on Age of Empires, they are not real squares, but they are, you know, I know how to say it in English, but I guess the north and the south, at least visually, is closer. And therefore, if you run and run a corner, you somewhat... No, I don't know. The more I explain, it doesn't make sense, man.
It's beautiful,
okay.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah, it sure is. So we should have just left it like that. It is beautiful. And also Vilesa is now taking a couple of turkeys here. I think they belong to Vivi. At least he has two of them. And also Vilesa has done something really nomad type of, which is this aggressive walling. Just put the walls as close as possible to your opponents. Now even some villager fight in the north. We have barracks in the south. A lot of things are happening, man.
No loom for Vivi, so he's gonna lose the villager. What are these walls from Felice? He's walling in his opponent.
Yeah, man. It's insane. It can work even. And he does it. One more palisade, and there we go. At least the north is now blocked. The left-hand side is obviously still open, but man, he's just walling them in.
Yeah, those walls are going to be very beneficial going into the feudal age, castle age. You can place towers wherever you want. Choose where you want to attack. The barracks is in the south, so that could be some good early aggression. But these are some nice walls from Felice early game.
Most certainly. Vilesa is also the first one to click up. And he has 22 villagers for the records. And he is on gold now. I'm not so sure if he's gonna go for... Nah, he's definitely gonna go for militia here. Probably men-at-arms, obviously. Interesting build order, though. And potentially just gonna add archers as soon as possible. We'll see. Eagle fight still not over. Seems that both scouts are dead now. At least that is something. But still a disadvantage for Vivi, who has lost a villager early on in the game.
Yeah, and here comes the first few militia from Valise. Valise can, of course, delete any of his walls and attack from that angle. In fact, Valise is going to go to the north, and I find that an interesting decision because the south would have looked like the better place to attack first.
I think he has some mind games prepared. He's going to the north with his military. Not even entirely. One militia is now going to the south. And the villagers, of course, that are going to drop a tower. Obviously to deny possible woodland as well, most importantly the gold. Or is it like that because they're now moving away? What are they going to do? Ah, there we go. The tower is now going up. Yeah, that's it. Tower of the gold.
This game might be a quick one because, I mean, Valise is going to tower on the gold. Fat Dragon's not reacting to it at all. Fat Dragon hardly has any food in the bank for his 5 militia men-at-arms rush, which normally you do as Aztecs. But yeah, here comes that tower.
So at least he has the water, right? But where's the stone of Vivi now that he can make use of? There's not a single stone pile that he can make use of at this point. Tower's up now. The villagers are walled in, the men-at-arms are prepared, and if Vilesa does it correctly, he won't come too close to the TC, and he is even able to kill a villager, and all the men-at-arms are still alive. Crazy.
Yeah, all of them are still alive. Fat Dragon might actually be able to wall the men-at-arms in with the town center, but hasn't chosen to do so. Now Fat Dragon can build another mining camp onto the gold.
And needs to be careful because Vilesa has one man-at-arms that is really low HP, but he has already a 4th one prepared, and now he can engage and probably win this one easily. As a 5th man-at-arms is in the making. There we go, and now it's time for the engagement. Vivi is now retreating. It's nice macro by both of the players to react adequately at the same time. I guess an arch range, there we go, for Vivi is now in the making as well, for the sake of dealing with the issue that is now becoming a huge problem in front of Vivi space.
Kind of opposite playstyles. The Mayans is making more men-at-arms, and then the Aztecs is going to go with the archers first.
Exactly. You would expect it to be the other way around, especially knowing that the archers of the Mayans are cheaper. And still, it's really interesting to see it. The tower is now going up at a really good spot for Vilesa. If he really commits to that, he does so. Probably it'll go up, and Vivi is now retreating from his wood line. A lot of economical damage here.
Yeah, a lot of economical damage. Normally, I think that Valise would be well ahead as far as the economy is concerned in this kind of game. However, we do have those fishing ships for Fat Dragon, which do help make up for quite a bit. I think Valise maybe not doing his homework, not docking those little islands, because that would really give him a big boost to his economy.
Yeah, if we look at that, they have somewhat of an equal... no, actually not. I just look at the wood income. Still, Vilesa at least has more food income, at least in comparison. So he is able to actually... if you look at the other incomes, yeah, he focuses on the food, but there's more gold income for Vivi. And that may matter now. We'll see, of course.
Another big engagement on the left side. You have a few archers there, but so many men-at-arms of Valise.
Yeah, but he's downhill. It's a bad fight that he's taking there. He should maybe go more aggressive and climb on that hill or retreat. He needs to decide. But lower hill attacks, of course, not going to be too nice. He could now engage, get one if he wanted to, but he's losing the men-at-arms. Now there are a lot of archers with fletching, of course. Needs to be careful.
Well, it seems to me that Valise is losing a little bit of momentum as these archers come out. As Fat Dragon stabilizes. I'm curious to see what Valise's next move is going to be. He's got an archer range back at home and has a forward dock.
Now the forward dock is going to be interesting. Fire galley now in the making. Vivi also has his own fire galley currently, and as I said, the forward dock in the north could be interesting. Both pairs are trying to do similar things concerning the water, and at the same time, Vilesa also going for skirmishes. But currently has no fletching, needs to be careful. The army composition will be superior to the one that Vivi is going to present to us, because only going for archers, that's not going to work. And he's also housed, by the way. Vivi also going for scale mail armor. Is he going to go for eagles? Yep, he is. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so the Eagles would be good against the skirmishers, but those men-at-arms are so good against the Eagles, so we see different army compositions. Those walls for Valise still doing him quite a bit of benefit here, as Valise is just going to place up a tower right behind them.
Like I said, he could even delete them if he wanted to and then push through. It's totally up to his choice, as he is controlling the game like that with his early palisades. That is going to limit the area of movement for Vivi here. He's always forced to go to the left hand side and then spread out like that, and that is of course highly awkward for him. But now that he has the eels with +1, I really like to see this one. He will be tanky enough to actually deal with enemy skirmishes. He needs to be careful when it comes to engaging with the men-at-arms, but I don't think that Viles is going to make more of them. So once he takes care of the 4 remaining men-at-arms, it can be nice. Tower now in the making for Vilesa. If this one goes up, could be a nice opening for him to march forward even further on.
Alright, this engagement is so crucial. That tower might be up just quick enough to be able to support in this engagement, but it looks like Fat Dragon might have enough army. Not enough to prevent the tower from going up.
Yeah, that is of course really bad for Vivi, because Vilesa now once again created momentum, so to speak, with which he can push on forwards, and that will be really tough to deal with now.
However, Fat Dragon with a ton of food in the bank, he's still collecting a lot of fish from those fishing ships. But at least I don't think has found the dock quite yet.
Now there we go. Now Vilesis has now spotted the fishing boats, starts to harass it, and besides that, Vilesis also going for paired archer armor. What is Vivi gonna do about this one now? He's producing more and more eagles. Yeah, I mean that's obviously gonna be nice, because the eagles are quite useful in a situation like that where you face archers and skirmishers. So he needs more time. That's the main thing.
And what a beautiful tower from Vivi. I think so far Valise hasn't done any critical damage to Fat Dragon, to Fat Dragon's economy. Every tower gets worse and worse, but if Fat Dragon can stop this right here and go up to the castle age sooner, he might be in a good position to come back.
Now, this will be so tough, man, this entire situation. I mean, it's a good one that he has those defensive towers. This is definitely gonna slow down Vilesa's push. But all in all, Vilesa has everything under control, I feel, because yeah, he's just surrounded his opponents. Some crucial spots. Where is the income for Vivi? He has gold income to the left hand side. What else does he have? No stone, nothing like that, and not even the biggest amount of gold that he has access to. But he's at least going for Castle Age. This could open up more possibilities.
Yeah, and luckily, Fat Dragon able to keep 4 of those fishing ships alive, which is so important considering how many farms Fat Dragon has lost. But that's just going to be barely enough food income to keep villagers going, maybe get an upgrade or 2 in Castle Age.
Yeah, true. So he doesn't have wheelbarrow, by the way. Vivi, while he goes to Castle Age, Vilesa gets it before clicking up. Yeah, that is going to be at least one bit of difference. And another barracks for Vivi, by the way, so definitely going to see more and more eagles in this game. Nothing too surprising with the Aztecs, I would say. And maybe he would even add a siege workshop with rams to take down those towers.
Alright, so big raid for Valise coming around the backside. Let's see if he's going to be able to get any villagers. I don't know if that's going to be enough eagles to clean this up, but the men-at-arms are kind of lagging behind a little bit. Here they come in.
They're also not full HP, so it could work if he does it correctly with the eagles. 2 eagles already down, though.
Yeah, lack of micro with the eagles. Finally, the eagles going to target down the men-at-arms, but they are downhill, and...
Well, at least no more men-at-arms survived, but still, the eagles are down as well. Really bad.
But here comes the men-at-arms around the back, and that's about going to be... Oh, they're going to go down to the skirms, too. Hero skirms.
Yeah, wow. Those are legit hero skirms, doing a lot of damage here. Eagle Warrior now for Vivi incoming, while Vilesa is going for the next stage. But Vilesa is the aggressor. Vilesa also has more villagers, and he has a wheelbarrow here, so quite an advantage. Even though he's the one going for Castle Age, and Vivi is already in Castle Age. We'll see if Vivi is gonna add more TCs even to secure more area once he wins it, of course. But I feel that there's a bigger need for Siege Workshop. There we go, Siege Workshop now has been built, and he's indeed going for the rams.
I have to say, I think that maybe Fat Dragon should have waited to use those eagles until after he got the eagle upgrade. Maybe when those men-at-arms came in on the left side, used a few villagers to help out in the fight. But Now Valise is getting some time to go up to the next age himself. Let's see if Fat Dragon can do the damage before then. Maybe remove some of these towers.
Yeah. True. So Vivi has no stone, indeed, but he has the market. He could get some resources needed for TCs if that is his plan. But I think it's going to be more aggressive. He has more and more eagles. I think he's going to stay on a single TC, at least for now. And if needed, build more rams at the same time and make use of the eagles that he has. With those eagles, he will now be just able to just raid as much as possible. Let's call like this. That's the plan. And Viles is going for his own eagle warrior, so Eagle Fest is something that we will witness most likely.
Yeah, both players on even villagers at this stage, which is kind of surprising, although we have Wheelbarrow for Valise. We also, I think, have a few fishing ships working for Fat Dragon. And I have to say, the Aztec Eagles should be better at this stage of the game because they are created 15% faster.
Yeah, that is going to be quite interesting. So people are asking what to do with his TCs. Well, if he wins it, I mean, he has the ramps to begin with. This area could be quite useful. I'm just saying, just to secure some more grounds. But not so sure if this is Vivi's playstyle. He's just going to march forward with his eagles. Of course, in the late